Chain links are back, so let's get going. We are using 18 gauge wire for this particular one with a 6-step bail plier and the flat nose plier. I have used a naturally oxidized wire 18 gauge, 15 centimeters length. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looping it with step 1 on the plier. We have used and done many Celtic chain links earlier, so you should have a look at those videos also. In this case, we are leaving space for 2 wires. So the wire that we just looped from below, and make sure that you flatten out the loops with a flat nose plier. So now we are going to make the second bigger loop, and you will see that it needs to fit in between these 2 wires. The third loop, as you see, we are going to be making again with step 1 of the plier. Everybody knows about Celtic that it is always a wrap up once and below once. So your wire has to be taken over once and under once. That is when all the wires sit together nicely and it is easy for you to hammer also. So we have come to the fourth loop, again step 1 on the plier, small loop, and then the balance wire we are going to use to make a bigger swirl around the small loop. So that is how it is. It is 2 small loops and 2 bigger loops. So it's a little different, and again we need to leave space to let the wire settle in. In this case, you can either cut the wire at the corner there, but here what I did is I removed the extra wire and I just put it through the small loop and bend it behind. So it will give a cleaner look. You can do it both the ways. You can cut the extra wire if you want there, or you can make it like this. So see, now all the wires are sitting in nicely, like it has been set in place, and become very easy for you to hammer. And in naturally oxidized wire, you don't need to use liver of sulfur to darken it. It's a naturally darkened wire. So when you polish it, the actual color of copper looks very beautiful and comes out very nicely. So once we hammer out, all I did was I was hammering out the outer big swirl. So the inner swirl, I just very lightly hammered. So flatten the outer swirls, but just lightly hammer the inner loops. And now you can nicely brush it off and start polishing it. I always use steel wool or Scotch Brite, as that brings out the shine of the copper. I need to also wash it with soap. And once I start using it, it'll become a lot more easier for me to polish it even further. So you can see there are 2 options. One I have cut down in the end, and the other one I have folded it behind. So you can use it in multiple ways. As we go towards the week, I'll show you how to use that.